It is generally said that a yogi should not look at the river through a rishi. It is not important from what position a yogi came. What is important is what position he has reached and how he supports those who want to practice yoga as a social worker. It is said that he who sees through a rishi will not be subjugated, and he who sees through a river will not drown his head. It is necessary to look at only a small note about this Siddha. This Siddha, who was called Idaikattu, is said to belong to the Yadava clan. It is said that he raised 6 cows and obtained all the nourishment he needed through them. It is also said about him that he suppressed the evil spirits of the 9 planets with his power and changed the world as he thought. Once upon a time, there was a severe famine on the earth, and it caused great damage. Idaikattu Siddhar, who had foreseen the famine, he fed his sheep only with foods such as kali and iruku, which could grow without any harm even during the dry season. Before the drought, he had prepared all the food grains in mud, spread it on the wall, built a wall made of those grains, and put a roof over it. Just as Idaikattu had predicted, a terrible famine occurred. Everywhere he looked, great hunger and famine were rampant. Idaikattu, feeling compassion for the suffering of the people, wanted to solve this problem. In order to see what all the people of this world were doing in such a severe famine, the 9 planets came to Earth in human form and roamed around. At that time, he saw that only Idaikattu was living peacefully without any disturbance. In order to learn about this, the 9 planets came to meet Idaikattu in the form of ordinary humans, like sages. In order to feed the guests, Idaikattu milked the goats he had raised and ate only the scum and gall. So, to compensate for the damage done to his body, he cooked food with the grains that fell while rubbing against the wall. After eating the food cooked in the milk of the goat that had eaten only the scum and gall, the 9 planets that had been brought by humans fainted and fell down. Idaikattu, who thought that this was the time, dragged the 9 planets to the places where the world would be prosperous. He rearranged the world's systems to create the necessary conditions for the emergence of a prosperous world. There is a story about him that says that the rain poured and the famine on the earth ended. Research is still ongoing to determine whether this is a story or not. In any case, it is true that Idaikattu saved people from the famine caused by the 9 planets with his penance. It is understood through